Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. You check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in my lab. And we rolling with the book. I got a nice one for you today. We're going to talk about the great awakening of the right thinker philosophy, aka Netarian religion, but I prefer philosophy. Let's talk about it. Rightisms. 25 rules live by storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give real life lessons. You tune in to receive it. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my eye, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about P-Funk philosophy on the great awakening of the right thinker philosophy. And I'm gonna say that for the next lesson. We're gonna stick with the great awakening of right thinking philosophy, aka Netarian religion. And this is the purpose and the goal. Please understand this. I'm going to steal a piece from the last lesson I had to lead you into this one. It says, thus, the goal of life is to always what? Dwell with the divine. God conscious. See, I have my terminology and my way of putting things, but the book put out, that's where I got it from. I just put my little tweak into it, but this is the goal. Listen, please. In the temple of Aset, it was taught the special discipline, and it is for you to enjoy true understanding and devotee to what? Your heart to God. It is to be continuously remaining concentrated and fixed on the divine, to listen, to reflect upon and meditate on that, and practice is to be done in the abode of peace and in silence. The term silence phonetically relates to the term guru, which is darkness. So to dwell means to remain. Okay, God dwells in the heart of creation. That's there. We need to be conscious of him in us all the time. That's being God conscious up here. And when in peace and silence, that's the proximity. The term silence recommends phonetically, it returns to dwell within. It means to remain in peace and silence in the proximity of what? Divine, and to be able to practice this discipline daily. It don't mean walk around, meditate. No. It don't mean hallelujah, praise the Lord. No, all that nonsense. No. It means to practice the discipline and hold yourself accountable to do what's right. That's what it means. But it is this discipline that from the Sabbath illumines and teaches one how to be, aka a sage. This discipline is incomparable because it allows you to discover the source, aka spirit, that's within, not somewhere else. No pleasure can match it. No worldly attainment can surpass it. Ain't nothing in this physical world, ain't nothing physically pleasurable can match you becoming one with God, your higher self. That's the ultimate. That's Hotep, supreme peace. Where? Within oneself. It don't happen outside. That's the goal. And when the personality, when you find peace within yourself in this silence, through the silence and contentment and daily meditation, there lies a special peace that emerges, a peace that transcends all problems, all faults, all misgivings. In this peace, aka supreme, is where the opposites are canceled out. There's no this, that, there's none of that. That is what Hotep means. Nothing. No disturbance, no problem. That means the appeasement of the God and Goddess within yourself. And from this personal perspective, those gods and goddesses are the opposing energies to the desires and the ignorant ideas and imaginations and delusions of the egoistic mind. Once you get past that, you on easy street, so to speak. But without that, you'll never be able to appease yourself. And to appease these gods, there must be a total clear understanding from the teachings about life and death. Then there must be constant daily reflection, and then there emerges a meditative absorption, which you can live in a state of mind of what? Meditative state of mind, being conscious of God all the time, aka God conscious, or y'all call it being prayed up, whatever. But this is the divine act of having the God dwelling within you and you knowing it. Even while working, even while talking, even when sleeping, studying, eating, bathing, breathing, and doing anything. Knowing the dwelling of God always in the glory of oneself is indescribable. And yet all-encompassing, holistic, and most satisfying. It is a different way of relating to the world in which there is a real realization that silence is the only answer to everything. Why? Because everything is in reality nothing. It goes back to zero. That's why after 9, they go to what? The 1, and you start going back to 0. Square 1 again, back to nothing, concept, perceptually. But the sense of the mind that relates to the physical world gives way, the ego mind, what? Gives way to the mind of what? Thoughtlessness, form, and that world of the thinking mind falls apart, and the rationale of the things that must be done or should have been done are all hated or loved or imagined, show their true nature of what? Demons and tricksters, demons and tricksters of what? Senseless grief. That's the ego. And that mind that dwells with the wisdom of timeless nature, the heart's mind, that is sought after by what? All who are in pursuit, and the aim of all toils discovers the first and the chief being, aka supreme being for yourself. And there is the realization of that what is I am. And this is why the priests and the priestess say, Tooth, Poop, Noop, Tooth, Wasby, that says here, translated, okay, he is me, tied to each other, broken down. He is I, and I am he. Sound familiar? The Father and I are one. Okay, I am that I am. Okay, this is called the Great Awakening for all religions, not just right thinking philosophy or the Netherrean religion. The goal is for you to come to grips that you and God are one. Christ said that in Christian. Okay, the Great Awakening is the ultimate purpose of all traditions, mainly, especially for Shita Netta, right thinking philosophy. Why? Including from the Netherrean tradition, is to attain spiritual awakening or spiritual enlightenment. That's the ultimate goal for all human beings, especially if you follow the philosophy that we set forth. Even if you follow Christianity, Judaism, they all have the same goal, to get you to God. I understand that. That's why I try to explain to anybody, I don't have a problem with what religion you practice at all. The problem is how you practice it. If you're practicing it wrong, it won't work. Like anything else, all right? Right thing, this philosophy, if you don't understand it, it won't work. Because you can't use it. You can't manifest. That's the difference. All right. But the Great Awakening is the ultimate purpose of all traditions, especially right thinking philosophy. And it's coming from the Anuian tradition, and its purpose is for all those who follow it and practice it to reach a certain state that we call Nehast. It's called Great Awakening, Anointment, Enlightenment, but we called it Nehast. Nehast means, again, to wake up, to awaken to your higher existence, not your lower self, above your waist. This is a mystical movement, spiritually, of self-discovery and the union with what? The supreme divine self that's framed as what? Hidden. And it's your deeper existence of yourself and discussed in various sections of what we call the Pert M. Haru, the book of you becoming Haru your best self, you becoming great by knowing yourself and mastering oneself. That's the game, by Earth. Haru, watch this. Ancient Egyptian book of coming forth by day. Text, for example, where it said, Nuk pa neta, a neta, u ashu ren. It says, I am that same God, the Supreme One, who has a myriad of mysterious names. I'm still him. I can tell everybody what you call him. I ain't a problem. But it's still God. Why? All the attributes that make him God makes him God, not the name you call him by. Is why. Hope you understand that. Let's go. Almost done. This is going to be a quickie. So, the goal of all right thinkers who follow the Netarian discipline, what we represent, and your goal is to discover the true meaning of who you are. Who am I? You need to know that for yourself. What somebody tell you, damn that. What you heard, damn that. You need to know for yourself. It's things you can do to find out for yourself. That's my point. And it's up to you to unravel what they call mysteries of your life. Every individual has that right to do just that. And to fathom the depths of eternity and infinity. If they do what they need to do, that will happen. This is the task of all human beings, right things preferably, and it is to be done and accomplished in this very lifetime. If not, you'll be back. He didn't accomplish it. He's coming back. I'm still in process. I reached a level where I ain't know about coming back. Why? I did what I need to do when I was here. That's your job to do that for yourself. I'm just trying to help you with that. That's why I say I do what I do for you, to help you what? To be you, to know you, to become conscious of your true self, your higher self, which is what? Haru you becoming great within yourself, to know thyself. It's a whole bunch of stuff. It all comes back down to knowing thyself, and we give you all the opportunities. And when you do that, you are considered now. And when this is being done, how this is being done by you learning and practicing the ways of the right thinking philosophy, or called Netta rules, and all the aspects of yourself, you emulate them by mastering them, and finally, what? Becoming like them becoming part of you. Y'all becoming one. Akus. That means you are an enlightened being. That means you know yourself. Walking the earth. And as what? Giant amongst what? Human beings. And you're able to accomplish great deeds in your lifetime, such as the creation of what? The universe. Knowing you and God, meaning you are the creator of all things. The same spirit is in you. That same consciousness should be learned by you. And that's what I call heart-mind coherence, to know thyself, and God are one. You see me rocking the eye because of Uja, the Wajet, a bunch of stuff. But this eye, this is the all-seeing eye because it sees spiritual, inside, internally. I see what you ain't looking at. Why? I see your spirit. I see your intentions. I see your heart content. How you present yourself. I see all those things. Why? That's what you show me. Again, but the eye, it says, again, this is represented, it's called the eye of Haru. That means the eye that's in me and you. You see who you are. You are conscious. The eye of Haru is the quintessential symbol indicating the awakening to what? The divine consciousness that's in you, representing the concept of what we call Nehast. The highest level of knowledge, self, is Nehast. So when you reach that in ancient times, you was Haru, You great within yourself, like Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great. But all these is all symbolic, esoteric teachings with messages that you can understand and apply and master and manifest for yourself and become them. Everybody want to know, why ain't change your name? Don't have to. P-Funk's still my name. I got all understanding that's inside me. I don't need to change my name, just the character, just the aspects of myself. Name stayed the same. P-Funk, pure real, that's me. I stand on that. And again, lesson done, early, quick one. So I'll be right back with what is the philosophy of the Shims? Should be a good lesson. Right thinkers in closing. May you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day. So I never know that my right thinkers now who got a better understanding of Nehast. The Great Awakening have passed away. I'll be back.